guys, I hope you're doing okay, guys. I just wanted to make a video about the whole Blizzard situation with them removing host bots and allowing you to host your own games. So essentially, at first when I heard that, I was like, oh wow, that seems interesting, allowing me to finally, I've always wanted to host my games ever since I was young, right? I've always wanted to be able to host my games, right? Cool. Essentially, I come across this post, we need your help, your support, Blizzard removing host bots. You read it. I read this post, and this guy's a map creator because like I've played with him before. But yeah, he basically talks about like the post that Blizzard made, and then he says his own points of like why he believes that it is wrong to remove the hosting bots. He talks about how map exposure, which I mean, honestly, that seems a little selfish, I guess. Whatever. He just like I get it. He's a map creator and he just wants to pay an extra sum of fee so that way he can have his maps hosted. I get that, but like, I don't know, it's not needed, I guess. Improve the vanilla browser. I honestly agree with this one. And you're wondering, you're like, why do you agree with this one? It says people don't use the Warcraft 3 map browser anymore. We use ENT lobby. What is the map browser? Basically, when you go into the custom games and you're you're searching, and it says create game or load game. Right there, that like when you click create game and you see all of those maps. Yeah, that's basically what they're talking about. And I do agree, it is simpler and easier to navigate. ENT, in other words, is simpler to navigate when it comes to that. And then community self-policing. I do agree with this, that we do need to have the ability to kick people just because they could ruin games or attempt to ruin game. You can't kick them once you're in game because game already started. So it's more of a, I do understand what this guy is saying, but I really don't fucking understand what the hell Blizzard's doing. So I made a video a while back, Blizzard ruining Warcraft 3 custom games every patch, right? This was August 10th. This is when they released patch 1.30, literally like the day after or the morning. I couldn't believe it. Blizzard was finally updating their game. And like I said, like most people, I was super excited that Blizzard was trying to optimize the game. Little did I know that they're just trying to ruin the game is really what they're doing. Like straight up, they're trying to ruin the game and they just want everyone to stop playing that to move into other games. That has to be the only logic. It has to be a marketing scheme. They're literally legitimately trying to ruin the game. And you're asking, you're like, oh, why is it ruining the game? Guy, I've been in this lobby for 15 minutes or longer. Just to show you guys what we're dealing with. This right here, I've been in this lobby for 15 minutes. I've been waiting with my own created game that no one wants to join, obviously, right? Obviously, this is a test map, but it doesn't matter. Like, you would think someone would want to come in and say, oh, what type of map this is? Like, whenever I host an ENT around the map, people just join to join. But the fact that they're not joining, it can give you all the reasons of what is going to happen with this freaking patch. It's unfortunate that Blizzard thinks they're right and that we're always wrong. It's unfortunate that they literally arbitrarily refuse to listen to the community on every freaking game. The only game is like Overwatch, which is why we call Jeff Kaplan Daddy Jeff Kaplan. Like, what? There's a reason, because he actually listens to us and he communicates with us. But like with every Blizzard game, like they think they know what they're doing, but they do it without like, feedback. Like every change has been made without feedback. I don't know what kind of feedback was given so that way we can't host games. I mean, so that way we have to host the games instead of using hosting bots. What kind of feedback was given, huh? Look, all I'm saying is that back when patch 1.29 was released, they ruined a bunch of custom games, Like we couldn't play Survival Chaos, we couldn't play Canned Bread, and these games, Custom Hero Arena, right? Comes patch 1.30, and they ruined every game. Literally every game. There was no game that wasn't like, you know, custom heroes or abilities that was playable. Every single game that had a custom model, a custom ability, any of that was unplayable because it would crash. Fine. Luckily, patch 1.30.1 came out and it fixed a shit ton of issues. Like a bunch of games were playable, and that was great. That was honestly great. I was like, wow, Blizzard, thank you. And what the fuck happens now, bro? They fucking what? They literally were like, oh yeah, man, we've got them guys. Now we just gotta remove bots because bots ruin the game. What? Look, all I'm saying, I do not agree with Blizzard on this at all. Why? Because now the other hosting bots, or sites, such as ENT, which is what I use, are, you know, not shutting down. This isn't a shutdown. This is more of like a temporary shutdown, so that way they could, you know, kind of protest, kind of boycott. Um, I'm sad. I'm sad because like I use these people to host hide empty lobbies. FFS, brother. You see, we can no longer host any games. Ooh, we can no longer. Oh, what the hell, guy? That's fucked. You know, host a game and says hosting bots will be offline until Sunday. The only games that are allowed are the games that people paid for. So you see, that's why when you went over here to, oh, not really these people, but like to the previous side that I showed you, and you saw that like those bots were currently online, it's because they paid for that. So obviously they're gonna leave them. But for people who like myself who didn't pay or like will not pay, because this should be free, we're just, yeah, we're fucked. Because as you can tell, my fucking game will never host, so now I can't even host games. The whole fucking point of this patch was so us, the users, can host games, and we can't even host games because no one wants to join them. Holy fuck, you know how amazing that is, Blizzard? Like, no offense, but you made the stupidest freaking play I've ever seen. Like, if we were playing poker, right? And literally your hand is a pair of twos. And on the board there's another two, and then on the river card, which is the final card being played by the dealer, they play another two. So now you have quad twos, and everything else is like gibberish. Or like a 10, like a 4, you know, gibberish. Guy. And then Blizzard just folds. They're like, nah, I'm good. What? What? They had the game. They had the game fixed. And then they just folded. What? Alright, Blizzard. Please revert the changes. It's Friday. And we won't be able to fucking play this weekend. You know how many people... Oh, it's Saturday. My apologies. Where does the day go? You know how many people play and want to enjoy the game for the weekend? And now they can't because of your stupidity? Oh, man. Anyways, Blizzard, I'm gonna keep it short with you guys. I hope you guys revert changes. I hope you guys listen to the community and don't kill the game like it seems like you're doing. Me and many others value Warcraft 3 custom games. We could give a shit about the melee. No one gives a shit about your melee. Like, straight the fuck up. No one gives a shit. No one plays that. Like, yeah, you still have your veterans like Grubby and maybe Witty, but that's about it. Like, no one gives a fuck about melee. They only watch it because they, like, look, I can't play melee either. I'm okay at melee, right? They watch it because they know they won't be able to micro as well as that, but they're still into the whole, like, scene. Not playing the scene, but watching the scene. Custom games, they're playing that. They're not watching, they're playing and watching that. Think about it. You're ruining the game for a large majority. like your melee, yeah, sure, you did whatever, but it's like 10% of the community is melee. The other 90% is just custom games. Fix your shit. Thank you guys again so much for watching, guys. I truly appreciate you guys. If you guys want to keep up to date with my community and my Twitch, by all means, guys, come join me at twitch.tv/coach_Nathaniel for more 420 community, more Warcraft 3 custom games that hopefully will come eventually when someone joins. Guys, thank you guys again so much for watching, and be safe, everyone.